Complex numbers introduction. What are complex numbers? Obviously, in mathematics, we have seen various classification for numbers. We have seen real numbers, natural numbers, fractions, decimals, rational, irrational. There are many categories of numbers. Now, one of the categories is complex numbers. First of all, we will start with realizing why we need complex numbers in the first place. Okay, to understand that, we have to start with square and square roots. Now, how do square and square roots work? We all know that if m into m is equal to m square, square root of m square is equal to m. Now let's take an example. Let's say 2 into 2 is equal to 2 square, which is 4. Hence square root of 4 will be equal to 2. Now keep in mind that this is only true if both the numbers are the same. If they are different, this is not true. Okay. Now, we look at a few more cases. 5 into 5 is equal to 5 square is equal to 25. Square root of 25 is equal to 5. Similarly, let's take a bigger number. 12 into 12 is equal to 12 square is equal to 144. Square root of 144 is equal to 12. Yes. Now, the idea of square and square roots have been set well with positive numbers. What will happen if there's a negative number inside? What will happen if instead of square root of 144, you have to deal with square root of minus 144? Complex numbers help us here, because let's say complex numbers doesn't exist. You want to go with the traditional approach of splitting this. You can only split it in one way. Plus 12 multiplied by minus 12. Now the problem here is this can neither be written as plus 12 nor be written as minus 12, because as I said in the past, the condition is both numbers should be same, and positive 12 and negative 12 are not the same numbers. What will we do here? There is a way to simplify this using complex numbers. Now let's use a different approach here. Minus 144 can be split as square root of plus 12 multiplied by minus 12. Correct. Now why don't I split this further? 12 multiplied by 12 multiplied by minus 1. I just wrote minus 12 as minus 1 into plus 12. Now I can split the square root as 12 into 12 multiplied by square root of minus 1. Now this is something we already know. 12 into 12, it's the same number. So we will have just 12 here multiplied by square root of minus 1. Now what complex number says is, let's appoint a variable for square root of minus 1. In this case, I is equal to square root of minus 1. Some people call it j also. Anything is perfectly fine. In this video, we'll be using I. If you want to use j, it's perfectly fine. So now you can write this as square root of minus 144 is equal to 12i, which is the use of complex numbers.